Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 21 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Finger points to the sky on this fine Tuesday. Hope you guys are all doing well. This is episode number 174. And as we get on into the episode, if you could do me a huge favor, and it matters now more than ever, because obviously I upload at lunchtime, and for the past year, since we've been in like lockdown and stuff, that fits a lot of your schedules perfectly. Now a lot of the schools and stuff have gone back. We need to make sure we're still hitting these like targets. Otherwise, I'm going to get pushed out of the algorithm and then slowly decline into nothingness. Help me, help support me. I appreciate all of you guys. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new. So this right here, this team it's obviously firing on all cylinders. Or it was in yesterday's episode, that's for sure. And I don't know, it feels like the most complete team I've ever had. By the way, decided to put Boadu on the bench because I know that people wanted me to maybe bring him on as a super sub sometimes. I'm quite interested in using him. Might actually even use him in like my starting 11 for the next weekend league. Especially if I do decide like maybe tomorrow to pick up like the Leroy Fair SBC. Want to make sure I get that done because he does look like, I mean, he's guaranteed an upgrade and he does look like he's going to be kind of nuts. So definitely want to pick him up. And then maybe, you know, if you think about it, we could start with, let's say, like a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-2. And, well, in a formation like that, we could have Kleiber, we could have Robin out on the right, we could have Fair at centre mid, and then, of course, Boadu up front. And that would get, like, a nice little chemistry. And then we could even bring Gravenberch in, or, of course, Seedorf gets strong links to all of that. And, of course, we have Van der Sar in goal. So if you started in a 4-4-2, actually, I could play both Gravenberch or Seedorf and Leroy Fair. One of them could be at CDM at centre back on 7 chemistry, and that could actually help us out as well going forward. That might be quite a good idea. Considering, yeah, I've got some ideas, you know, coming into for my next squad. It may not be as strong as this team right here, but I do like to change the team every week. And of course, it would be quite nice to get a few of those Dutchies in the squad because we've pretty much been collecting them all this year. And when it comes to icons, our luck has pretty much been Dutch all the time. We've got, you know, Van der Sar and Seedorf. So it would be kind of nice to link a few of them up. And of course, we would have like 500-600k at our disposal once we sold a Kanji to work with as well. What other Dutch players could we potentially get in? I'll leave that up to you. So right here, this game has gone into extra time whilst I've been waffling, and I managed to get, he got a late goal to send it to extra time, but then I managed to get into the lead in extra time, and as he pushed through one-on-one, I wiped him out, made a tactical foul. I knew I was going to get a red card for it, but it saved me. It stopped pretty much a 100% goal, and my opponent missed from the free kick resulting that, and we actually held on and won the game with 10 men. So that right there was probably the easiest red card that I've had to take for the team. I think it was Marcelo doing his club duties, and it helped out a lot. So anyway, into the next game we go, and because of our form right now, you know, we're 8-1 after that last match. We're going to start matching against the good teams. I'm on next gen as well. The level of teams on next gen seems to be higher than old gen, and the players, I mean, whether or not the players are any good in comparison, that probably means nothing, but it does seem like the people that are on next gen are more of the hardcore, so they've got like the crazier teams. That being said, we're on our best streak so far of the weekend league, and we're playing on next gen against what I would class as the hardcore players. So if that tells me a couple of things, one, maybe it isn't all the sweats on next gen, maybe a lot of them are on the old gen as well. Two, my team is probably the best team I've had on FIFA 21. I mean, for sure on FIFA 21. I wouldn't say on FIFA ever, because we know what like the road to glory looked like in the summer last year when summer heat was here. Like the players we had were just out of this world. But yeah, like right now, I think this is the strongest team I've had at this point in time ever. And that probably includes like my pay to win squads back in the day as well, which is crazy to think, you know, having Team of the Year Ronaldo. I don't think I've ever had anyone that expensive in my squad ever. I don't think so. Yeah, feeling very, very lucky this year. We get a tough fought win against that guy. I thought that was going to be a loss, you know, but we ended up winning 5-3 despite having hardly any possession that entire game. Then we come up against this, and every team now I'm starting to think, okay, is this going to be the one that we lose? Because every squad seems crazy. Everyone's got like a Cruyff or a, you know, like one of the crazy icons. Most people seem to have an icon in their team. I think a lot of people went out of their way, spent a lot of their budget on doing the mid or prime icon player pick. It seems that way anyway, because let's face it, it was probably the most hype SBC that we've had on this game, bar none. Like, it really is. So I was surprised when this guy quit after 16 minutes, when he was 1-0 up, and then I just turned the game around with a couple of quick Ronaldo goals, and he quit. So I guess he was at the end of his tether in terms of his stress levels and stuff, whereas we were playing like... Even if I was getting done on possession and went 1-0 down, whatever it was, I was just in a great mood playing FIFA. I enjoyed every single match this weekend league, and it's not often I can ever say that. So I don't know what it was, but whether or not the luck was just going my way every single time, or we were just playing on point, or my connection was just better than it normally is, I don't know what it was, but I actually had a really, really good time playing. I tell you what I think it was. I haven't really played any rivals, so I haven't been getting stressed out there, and I've been playing to 14 wins, and I find myself hungry to play the game later on in the week when the weekend league comes around. You know, we grind it out on a Friday, a Saturday, sometimes a Sunday as well, get up to the 14 wins that I feel satisfied at getting, and then I kind of just stop, browse the menu content for a couple of days. I feel like, at this point in time, that is such a great... I don't know, it feels like such a great schedule for me, and especially it still brings you guys content every single day, but if I play past 14 wins and it starts to get stressful and I start to get annoyed, I'm definitely not going to want to play on a Monday or a Tuesday or a Wednesday, and then by the time the next weekend league comes around, I've just got this like bad memory of the last weekend and it just wasn't great, and I'm just not that excited to try and play. So I think... for the benefit of this series, you know, the longevity of it, not getting super burnt out on it, I think I've got a pretty alright strategy. I think this week I'll probably play a little bit of rivals because I enjoyed my weekend league and I got it done with a good record, which means I'm going to have lower rivals points than ever. So in order to at least even get rank 3 in Division 1, I'm going to need to play a couple thousand points in rivals, which might be stressful, it might not, we'll soon see. But yeah, I don't know. I guess just winning most games, hardly losing this weekend, put me in a great mood. I genuinely enjoyed what I was playing, and I felt, I don't know, I felt pretty rested afterwards. Didn't feel the need or the want to really carry on, which I know would probably annoy some of you, but you know, all I can say to you and all I can suggest to you guys is play to where you're comfortable. Play to where you enjoy, and if it's not fun anymore, then give it a break, you know. Don't force yourself to do something just because maybe other people would at that point. I'm telling you that I've not enjoyed the game as much as I have in March as I have right now. You know, normally I'm kind of burnt out. Even if it was, you know, us just going to 14 wins and stuff, I just feel like I was doing maybe more objectives back in the day and hating them, and I'll pick and choose the ones that I want to do now. I just feel like I've got a really good schedule and enjoyment level out of FIFA at this point in time, whereas a couple of weeks ago when we were pushing past the level and playing more rivals and it was getting tough, I don't know, wasn't enjoying it so much. So maybe we found a good level to chill at, which is great, you know, as long as it can bring you guys the content every day, that is the main thing. So we come up against this guy, and I noticed straight away that he had Cantona, mid-Cantona. And not that it matters which one it is, but I think every single time I play Eric Cantona in this game, I lose. So I wasn't surprised to go 1-0 down to Team of the Year De Bruyne. I got super lucky twice. See the ball that I got lucky with, and then the goalkeeper spilling it out right to me. I got lucky, super lucky twice there to get my equaliser in this game. But then Cantona strikes. Yeah, my goalkeeper parried it out to him. What are you going to do? Literally happened for me for the very first goal. But I just felt like there was going to be something in this game that I wasn't going to be coming away with the victory. We were having quite a nice close one. You know, let's say my opponent was a little bit ahead of me with the possession, created more chances. But you know what? I'd kind of held my own. We'd been defending okay. And then into the second half we go. Dybala knocks it through to Cristiano Ronaldo. A perfect directional nutmeg there from the Portuguesa. And we are able to slot it home on his left foot. God, I love that left foot of his. I love the right foot more, but I think I score at least half and half, you know, 50% left foot, 50% right, just because I play him at left striker. So Cantona does manage to get through and score, but what a ball that was. One of those holy, not holy grail, what was I going to say? What are the through balls that I always say? There's like a saying that I use for them. I can't remember what they are, but they are... Hail Mary, that's what it is. The Hail Mary through balls where you just don't know if it's actually going to go through or not. I hit a couple of those this weekend, and obviously it happens quite a lot against me too. But late on in this match right here, the worst happens. The thing that I expected to happen, happened. And we just started leaking goals left, right and centre. And GG's to this guy, because this was a good game. And I find myself 6-4 down. It was a good 10-goal thriller. His Eric Cantona was just a little bit too much for me to take. And I would say, looking at the player bio and stuff after that, you know, the old match facts, he definitely did deserve to win. So GG's to that guy. So that's us at 12-1. I was 7-1, made it all the way up to 12 wins without losing another game. And then we finally lost one. And I just didn't want it to become... that spiraling out of control, starting to get stressed, starting to not enjoy it. Just wanted to get my final 2 wins and then be done. So yeah, you know what, I came up against a really good squad in the next game. He had like prime Dalglish, he had I think it was a version of Cruyff and all sorts really. It was a solid squad, but I think Dybala just popped off in this game and hit some lovely shots with that wand of a left peg of his, and we find ourselves 2-1 up at half time, even though it kind of doesn't look like we deserve it. I think I come away with wins in games like this more often this week than I ever have. It must be something to do with like how I'm defending as well, right? Or maybe even like the goalkeeper. I've really enjoyed Edwin van der Sar. I still leak goals. Yeah, of course I do. That's just the way FIFA 21 is. But I think he's saved me quite a lot as well. So when I eventually end up going 4-1 up here, I was very, very surprised to see my opponent rage quit, because I think I could still have lost that game. Oh, he switched to a 5 at the back as well. Didn't realise that. Haven't been coming up against that too much. It's really been the 4-4-2 and the 4-3-1-2, is what I've been coming up against most, I would say. And then take a look at that for a squad. Moments Vidic, I mean, there was just all sorts of crazy players in there. Team of the Year, Kimmich, there was a Cruyff, I'm not sure which variant. Flashback Robin, flashback El Shaarawy. I end up going 1-0 down and was like, oh God, we're going to lose here again. I just need 1 win. Can you just give me the 1 win? But we get through with Dybala. Really great composure, I have to say, from the Argentine, and a solid strike into the back of the net. Then Elshar into Ronaldo, and that was just some great 1-2 action going on there. And it is that man Ronaldo scoring again on the left foot. And despite being dominated, 60-40 in possession, 10 shots to my 3, I'm still up 2-1. So I genuinely think I was just doing something right in terms of defending, whether it be having, you know, a good goalie. Oh wait, I don't know if I could say I've got a good goalie now after he scored that own goal. I basically cleared it into him, and there's not much I could do, but it was quite funny. I actually laughed out loud when I scored that own goal. It is what it is, right? We run down the other end. We get a goal to go 3-2 up. And then I think Wayne Rooney knocks it into Acuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. It means no worries. Yeah, we actually extend our lead to 4-2. Dybala then knocks it into El Shaarawy. Back to Dybala. Back to El Shaarawy. That's going to seal the game. That's going to seal 14 wins and only 2 defeats this week. That is up there, rivaling some of the best weekend league action I've ever had. I have gone 14-0 before. I have gone 14-1 before. But I think 14-2, despite sometimes going to 17 or 20, that has got to be like the most efficient weekend league I've ever had on FIFA 21. So yeah, I was buzzing. I was really happy with myself, and I felt satisfied to stop there, because rewards don't mean anything. I've had better gold 3s than I have gold 1s, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my weekend. So that's exactly what I did. Cooked some pizza up in my pizza oven, and it was great times. So hope you guys aren't too disappointed that I didn't carry on. But you know what? Time for yourself, time for your family is so important as well, and it's great. So yeah, a fantastic weekend league from this amazing squad. Easily the best squad I've ever had at this stage of the game. Yeah, what a team. El Shaarawy even coming into it at the end there, and I really got used to him. But Dybala, Ronaldo, those two are just another level. And Babu was another level as well. I didn't notice so much from Akanji. Like, he was good and all that, and he was very fast. But I didn't think he was, like, miles above, like, Marcelo, who I've got untradeable. So I think I'll offload him tomorrow. And we'll work on something different for next weekend. Like I said, I'd quite like to get those Dutchies in. So I'll see if I can make that happen. We'll try and afford Leroy Fair. Maybe try and do the guaranteed what if SBC if fodder's not too high. Because let's face it, I've already got 2 first owner ones. I've got Marcelo. I've got Mbabu. What is the likelihood of me pulling the duplicate untradeable? I would say it's extremely, extremely high. So yeah, I don't know if we should do that or not. I'll see. You guys probably know the title tomorrow is going to be Guaranteed What If Player. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. Do me a huge favor and hit the thumbs up button. Like I said, it's important now more than ever as people tend to, as things are going to be opening up again, people going back to their regular daily lives. They might not always be home to watch the RTG. So if we could just keep the support going and keep pushing it out to everyone, that would be amazing. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new around here. I thank you for that. And of course, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. That would be awesome. Then you find the links down below. Have a lovely day, everyone. Take it easy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'll figure out something to do. Normally, my Wednesday video is Weekend League as well, but I haven't got any more footage from that. So I'll figure out something to do. Maybe we'll rebuild the team or something like that. Something fun. And I'll catch you tomorrow for another episode. Peace.